Son and Eriksson combining on a couple of occasions, very bright and alert there.
Being a couple of weeks further advanced in their pre-season preparations, maybe that will tell now in the second half of Spurs.
And I think that's perhaps why Valverde has made so many changes, just the younger, fresh legs. The opportunity to have a look as well at this early stage in Barcelona's preparations for the new season.
They were 14 points clear of their nearest challengers at the end of last season in the Liga. Barcelona was Atletico Madrid, 17 points they were ahead of Real Madrid. They only lost one league game all season. It was their penultimate match away at Levante when they rested Messi and lost 5-4. Incredible game. Coutinho scoring a hat-trick in that match. They were just one goal short of scoring 100 goals. Here's Malcolm. Michel Paul had to get down there pretty smartly to keep that ball at bay just about.
Well, his first shot from Malcolm, testing forward his near post, going on the outside onto his favoured left foot. Michel dropping down to his near post. That's what he can do, Joe. Just a little turn of pace and explosive.
Malcolm with the corner. It was a good one too, and it was Cuenca up at the back. It met it.
He'll be disappointed he hasn't got the header on target because it's a good delivery, swinging away from the goal. So we see Malcolm again. This is what he does so well. Moves it quickly onto the outside of his left foot. Fires in the shot.
Very exciting player. Another exciting player coming off the bench now for Barcelona. The 19-year-old Canadian Balu Tabla. It's a player that fans of MLS football will be aware of. He was signed in January from Montreal Impact. He's been playing for the B team in Barcelona since he was signed a few months ago. Here's Palencia. Now Collado. This is Monchi. Cuenca.
You can just see the same pattern that these young Barcelona players are adopting. Might not have the physical presence that the seniors have, but you can see exactly the same angles, the way that they pass and move. As you said, Joe, drilled into them from an early age. They all come in, they look comfortable and look accomplished.
Malcolm, it's been cut out well. Kudu wants a crunching tackle. A yellow card for that, and rightly so. Kevin Stott, the referee, going into his pocket for the first time this evening. There was no debate about that. Monchi, the tackle, and a deserved booking for 14 there for Barcelona.
Yeah, completely missed time. Kudu just towing that ball away from him as the challenge comes in. Rightly receiving a yellow card.
Who was born in Palma, on the island of Mallorca. In his B-team debut last December. Still, Tabla waits for his arrival, and here he comes now, and he'll take the place of Carlos Perez, the winger who was one of the first half substitutes for Barca, so a sub has been subbed. So still just over 20 minutes to go. Still hoping to conjure some sort of comeback in what remains here. They have been better in the second half. Here's Aurier. Now Amos. Good time on the ball for him. Georgiou. Born in Lewisham in South London. It's a sloppy giveaway. Onchu. He's given it away to Amos. Now Eriksson. And Kudu. Might take the ball with him. Good defending by Oscar Mingueza. Skip. Done well there. Good turn of pace. The tackle came in. Palencia. Will be a free kick for Spurs.
Well, that's positive from Skip down the left-hand side, driving down the touchline, drawing the challenge, winning the free kick. Cartamica's up, Sanchez up.
Well, could this be a route back into the game for Tottenham? Eriksson with the free kick, a good 1-2, and it flicks away for a corner. Came off Abel Ruiz. Set piece pressure continues.
As it is such a young Barcelona team now, you just wonder, should Spurs manage to find the net once? Could ask a question of them as this game wears on.
They find a chink in the armour here. Stripped away by Collado. The shot came in, blocked away though, and Spurs are all the way back at square one again.
Jangan-jangan akhirnya ini jawaban yang tepat dan sempurna. Lihat data informasi. Rumah itu diketahui sudah dibeli oleh Jepang. Dan saya curiga rumah itu akan menjadi pusat pertahanan, komunikasi, dan kembali konspirasi berbagai.
Davies, energetic, good ball in two. And Eriksson's in there, fantastic block, then Son! He's pulled one back. And it's game on now. Spurs back in it. Back to 2-1. And there's belief again here for them.
Well, they've made that pressure count, and it comes from pressing higher up the field. They've worked the ball down the left-hand side, and Kugu rolls the ball nicely into the path of Davies' first-time cross. It's not cleared by that young Barcelona defence, and when it pops out to Son, he's clinical in the way that he just side-foots the opportunity into the bottom corner.
As you just said, maybe one back for Spurs could create some jitters for this young Barca team. See if Spurs can build on this now. They're on the comeback trail once again at this year's International Champions Cup. Busy old summer, Son. A couple of goals out in Russia for South Korea. He scored his first goal of this tournament now to put this fixture back in the balance again. Ericsson. And a very good second half. Georgie. Aurier overlapping. Aurier's ball in, nearly picked out Son. Kudu was in there too for Spurs. Aurier, good ball, Son! Oh, and still maybe. Can he squeeze it in here? Oh, it's off the line, it's turned in. It is 2-2. From 2 down, Spurs have leveled the game. And now it's their fans on their feet. Some match we have now, and Kudu it was in the end who thumped the ball over the goal line. 2 apiece.
Joe, I wonder whether Ericsson's strike actually crossed the line, but when he comes out and Kudu makes it absolutely positive that it's a Spurs equaliser. Son is scrappy, the pressure's on. Does that go in from, oh, it's Georgia who's there with the left foot strike. As it pops back here, is it over the line? But Kudu, mate, doubly sure, smashing the equaliser into the roof of the net. And that pressure right from the beginning of the second half has told for Spurs on this young Barcelona side. That's a close call.
Yeah, Palencia on the goal line it is.
And then Kudu's there to make sure 2 apiece.
And here comes Spurs again. Serge Aurier. That's deflected. And in hands to the scampering. It's a corner. It's one-way stuff now. And Barca really are rocking. And George Cameron and Kudu given the goal. Full marks for Spurs' endeavour, commitment and fight in the second half. Here's Davies. It's behind Son, who may have been offside. It was a close one. Still a quarter now to go here for Spurs to go on and win the game now.
Yeah, quite possibly. They've taken the initiative in this game in the second half. The tactical change that Mauricio Pochettino made has certainly paid dividends. Ericsson's become far more prominent. He's been instrumental. That's been everything good about Spurs' performance in the second period.
Do wonders for their self-belief, albeit against a very youthful Barca team here, but to come from 2 down to win a game like this would be quite something for them.
Absolutely, and there is a sprinkling of young players in the Spurs side now as well, in the heart of that midfield in particular, Amos and Skip.
Davies. But Kudu didn't have the best of times at Burnley last season. Didn't really get a chance to establish himself there. He's popped up here with the equalising goal tonight. There's Davies. Quinton. It's lost their flow now, Barcelona. Famous Spurs anthem rings around the Rose Bowl in Pasadena.
I think it was those Barcelona supporters in the first half that was enjoying what they were seeing, but for the Spurs faithful, much better in this second half.
Fantastic to see that the locals here, members of the Tottenham fan base in the US, enjoyed the chance to watch their heroes play in this International Champions Cup. Doing a real show from them in the second half.
Apart from the one Malcolm attempt, Moore coming in as a second half substitute, really he's had nothing to do in that Spurs goal.
Collado. Ingeza. Palencia.
Pressure again, works well. Eriksson picking up the loose ball.
It's Georgiou. And Carter Vickers. Might be 3 or 4 Spurs players who go through the entire 90 minutes here. Think of Son and Eriksson, Aurier, Carter Vickers. Here's Skip. Good run by the half-time sub. Son, back to all Skip again. Quite the perfect pass he was hoping for. Quenster away.
Great determination from young Skip, driving forward. Full of confidence is this young man.
17, remember. International under 18 level with England. He hails from Welwyn Garden City.
Look at the difference in the second half, Joe. The number of white shirts that are in the final third of the field as Barcelona are trying to play out.
Here's Malcolm, it could be the danger man. Spurs have to be very careful to keep a close eye on. Oh, that's lovely. They're in again here, Barcelona. Malcolm. After a push there by Davies, there was no whistle. The final effort was a fairly tame one from Ricky Breach.
Yeah, Malcolm just couldn't get set to fire off with that famous left foot that he has. You can see here, cuts inside, he's looking to try to get the shot. Davies, close attentions. Referee was having none of it. Perhaps Davies a little bit fortunate there not to concede a free kick.
So, 10 minutes to go. Game which is there to be won by both teams here. Reminder for you, if it is a draw at the end of the 90-minute mark, then we would go into a penalty shootout to determine the winner. We've seen plenty of those throughout this tournament over the past week or so. Georgiou. Aurier. Amos. Turned on by Son. Georgiou. To that favourite left foot. Eriksson's in there! And he got something on it too. It forced a save from Sitherson.
It was a really clever ball from Georgiou and great run from Eriksson. Just a fraction too far in front of him. He couldn't quite cut the shot back past the keeper. You can see there just stretching. He can't get the chop on the ball that's needed just to arrow that shot past Sitherson.
Eriksson with the ball then. He was Davinson Sanchez. Scored a senior goal so far for Tottenham. Really could go either way in these late stages now. Spurs looking more likely, and Georgiou, he's motoring away here. Clipped in towards Son.
Again, clever ball from Georgiou in behind that Barcelona defence. I think it's Quenster who just gets a toe to it to force the ball back to his goalkeeper. But Spurs look the most likely.
Goes Malcolm, an offside flagger. Carter Vickers. Now Aurier. Here's Sanchez. Skip. Took a chance there. Just tackled, and now it's Malcolm trying to squeeze in, but Davies with the intervention. Eriksson. It's been outstanding after half-time. Kudu got the goal to make it 2-2. Skip. Georgiou. Sanchez. Here's Skip. Amos. That's Song. Oh, nearly a good ball there to try and squeeze in Serge Aurier. Amos. Now Eriksson. It's going to go for goal here. Number 5 in the attacking white shirts.
Good pressing, recuperating the ball, giving Eriksson the opportunity to strike. He'll just be disappointed that he hasn't hit the target from that position.
See there, a bumper crowd inside the Rose Bowl tonight. Just short of 67,000. A wonderful attendance, as we see time and time again in this great tournament. They've enjoyed a bit of a treat in the second half from Spurs after the first half masterclass from Barcelona.
Yeah, an old adage, a game of 2 halves, that's what it's certainly been. Honours even at the moment. Oh, we're still in for some drama, winner within the 90 minutes.
Remember, in terms of the way this tournament is set up, it's 3 points for a win in normal time. Winning a shootout, it's a 2-point return for that. The loser in a shootout gets 1 point as well. Might not go that far though yet. Barcelona with a chance here. It's a good run. It's the side netting. Nearly, but not quite. Amos there just couldn't contend with the thrust in that wide position from Tabla.
Yeah, Tabla again trying to fire the shot in at the near post. Form had it covered. Amos just stumbling at a vital moment on the edge of the 18-yard box to give him the opportunity to shoot.
It's an open game now. These final stages. Ben Davies. The best pass, but he got the ball that wide then to Nkudu. He's beaten his man. Here's Son now. Skip. Amos, there to be hit. Into corner. Deflected. There'll be a few times out there now, but Spurs are digging deep. Can they pinch this here?
I just think the physicality that Spurs have, that little bit more experience is just coming to the fore as this game's coming to an end.
Eriksson goes low.
As you say, 17 years of age.
Was given away by Nkudu. Malcolm. Abel Ruiz. It's been forced wide by Carter Vickers. Koyada. Now Monchi. This is Puig. And Cucurella. Any goal now would surely be a winning goal. We're heading toward just 1 minute of additional time at the end of the 90 minutes. That's a good ball to Cucurella. He's got some space here. They couldn't pick out a man there before, waiting. Still Barca attacking. Angled out towards Palencia, but Nkudu did well. Into added time now, so 1 more minute to see if there'll be a winner in regulation time. Oh, that pass was just behind Ruiz. May have been offside had the ball come his way.
Yeah, Puig trying to find the run of Ruiz. Little rally at the end of this game from this young Barcelona side, trying to win it in normal time.
To perhaps a fair reflection of the game we've seen.
Yeah, as we said, a game of 2 halves. Barcelona dominate dominating in the first period, but good response from Spurs in the second half.
Davies with the throw. It's come to Son. They're not done yet here, Tottenham. Son. It was low. It was a pretty routine save for Citizen. And that is the end. Manu is the captain of Barcelona's B team. So one of the leaders amongst this U14 for Barcelona. Up steps Palencia. It's a very fine start for Barcelona.
Yeah, very confident young man. Certainly acquitted himself particularly well in the second half in being introduced into that right back position, and he stepped up to put Barcelona in the lead, sending form the wrong way.
Very confident there, Valencia. So Son is the man who is first up for Spurs, and there's quite a few cheers from the big contingent of Barca fans inside the stadium. Son has scored the goal to make it 2-1 in normal time, up against Jasper Citizen. And it's 1-1. Very cool there for South Korea.
Very confident. Citizen falling away to his right hand side, Son side footing into the bottom corner.
Two-time Asian Football of the Year, smiling as ever.
Always smiling, Joe. Always smiling. A real character. He is loved in and around the club.
So a second kick now for Barcelona. It's Ruiz stepping up. It's 2 from 2 for them. Beating Michel Vorm. Another very good penalty. Ruiz with that right foot finds the target. 2-1 Barca. Ben Davies now, the man from South Wales. Second up for Tottenham. Oh, 2-2 just about. Citizen there, you can tell. Felt he might have saved that one.
Well, he went the right way. Two experienced players stepping up for Spurs for their first two kicks, Son and Davies. As you can see, just fingertip away from getting contact on the ball, Barcelona keeper.
Got a bit lucky there, Ben Davies, but they all count. 2-2. See a right smile too from Ericsson.
I think he's just saying you're lucky there.
So now Monchi, third up for Barcelona, 18 years of age. Terrific, absolutely terrific.
Well, these Barcelona youngsters have stepped up to the plate. 3 taken, 3 scored.
There was no doubt at all about that one. So 3-2 Barcelona, having taken one more than Spurs. Georgie, and it's been saved by Citizen. Well, the young man, Nancy Georgie, the first to miss. It's advantage now, Barcelona.
Well, Citizen stays big. Young Georgia in the end fires it almost centrally straight at the Barcelona goalkeeper. This time he stays up, manages to parry comfortably.
So a telegraph penalty. Words of consolation there from his teammates. Here is Puig now for Barcelona, and he finds the back of the net, and they lead 4-2, and it's pretty much match point now for Barcelona.
That's a quality strike. The young man unerring in the way that he picks his spot, fires it away to Vorm's left-hand side, giving him no chance. Real precision into the corner.
Barcelona are on the brink. And it's pressure on there for Spurs. A penalty here which they have to score, otherwise it'll be victory for Barcelona. And Davinson Sanchez, the Colombian, is the player who will assume the responsibility. Davinson Sanchez has to score here to keep it alive for Tottenham. And he does. Player who had heartbreak only a few weeks ago in a shootout with Colombia against England. On the money here.
Good strike into the roof of the net.
So Davinson Sanchez has kept Spurs in it. Another chance now for Barca to win it. And their fifth taker is their new signing, Malcolm. Malcolm against Vorm. A chance to seal victory here. And he does just that. The new boy with the winning penalty.